Good morning, it's Doug for Vermont Hoyas. Welcome to Notions and Potions. These are a few of the products that I use to bring my Hoyas into flower and trying to get them to grow over the years, and I thought it might be a fun video just to take a look at all the money I've spent on various things over the years. Some of them work, some of them are just hocus pocus, or at least I've seen no evidence of them actually working. So I thought we'd take a look at a few of these products. Here is a general fertilizer category which I've used a lot over the years. Here's just a basic 20-20-20 Jack's all-purpose fertilizer. Hard to go too wrong with that. Works well. At some point I got talked into a special orchid fertilizer called K-Lite, which has virtually no potassium in it because that was supposed to be better for epiphytic plants like Hoyas. Works well. I can't say that it did any better than anything else. Here are some hydroponic nutrient solutions where you can mix up your own formulation depending on what stage your plant is in. You got Flora Micro with all the micronutrients in it, and then your general nitrogen fertilizer to grow when you want your plants to put on foliage, and then when you want your plants to flower. Here's one with a lot of phosphorus, and you can mix them up in different formulations depending on what you want to do with it. Good solid product. Haven't really had any problems with it. It's as good as any other fertilizer. Here you got some liquid iron, chelated iron. I used this one time, sprayed all my plants and burned the leaves off of several of them. So I don't think I can really recommend using that for Hoyas. Here's the latest organic product that I'm using lately. I like it a lot. It's Sea Sea Weed Fertilizer. It's an acid formula because if you live where I do, or in most areas of the country where you get municipal water supplies, they buffer the water to significantly raise the pH so that you don't end up like Flint, Michigan with corroded pipes and lead poisoning. So unfortunately, what's good for humans isn't necessarily good for plants. So I found out using this little pH pen here that the pH of my water is around 7.5, higher than it ought to be. I like to have it around 6.5. So by using this acid formula seaweed fertilizer, it brings it down about where I want it to, using about a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 gallon. So that's general fertilizer categories. Then I'll move over here to stuff that I use for rooting. KLN rooting concentrate, used it for years. I think it's a great product. I never have any problem rooting Hoyas, and that could be part of the reason. Here's a couple of rooting gels. It's called Quick Clone and Olivia's cloning gel. They all work virtually the same. I've also used Clonex over the years. They seem to work. Here's a couple of products I called Hocus Pocus. I don't know if they really do anything or not. This is called Golden Tree. It's supposed to turn your plants into giants within a few weeks. I tend to think that it's a load of crap, but the best thing I can say for it is it didn't kill anything. Super Thrive. I've used it off and on, never could see where it actually amounted to much, but some people love it and it doesn't seem to hurt anything, so I would keep using it. And over here you have this whole new thing that's all the rage with mycorrhizal fungi and beneficial bacteria that's supposed to help your plants. It develops a symbiotic relationship with the roots of your plant, and it's supposed to help against root rot. I've got 3 products here. Great White, Premium Mycorrhizae, and I think it's worked pretty well. I managed to bloom a couple difficult Hoyas with it, so I think it works. Like I say, there's no way of really knowing. I mix this with a little bit of molasses in the water. This helps feed the beneficial bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi, so I use those two together. And here's a product that's supposed to already have the molasses mixed in. It's called Recharge. This is the current product that I'm using, and I like it quite a lot. I don't know if I'm believing the hype, but there you see stronger plants in 48 hours guaranteed. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is making my plants grow. Whether it's that or not, I can't say for sure. I'm just showing you the products that I use. This here has been getting a lot of great publicity lately, and what's great about it more than anything else is it's relatively cheap. Garden-friendly fungicide. It's supposed to have some of the same beneficial bacteria and things in it at a fraction of the price. So I've been using that quite a lot lately. I can't say that I've really noticed any huge difference, but like I say, it hasn't hurt anything, hasn't killed anything, so that's the best thing I can say for it. Then I move over here, and like I was talking about earlier, municipal tap water is frequently, the pH is too high. I've got a couple different products here that pH down, another pH down category, different brand. It will bring down the pH of your tap water, so then you can use your typical regular fertilizers with that. I'm getting away from using that right now by using the Max C acid plant food, which saves me quite a few steps because I just have to mix that as opposed to a two-step process using the pH down. Then you check it with a pH meter, and then you can use your regular fertilizer. And finally, we're going to move over to the final category on notions and potions. And this is, I use very little as far as pest control products. I just thought I would go over a little bit with them. As you know, I grow all my Hoyas, most of the difficult ones, in grow tents inside, and I grow them on trays of water. And the water can get really disgusting with algae. It's blue-green algae and terrible bacterias and smell. So I use this product. It's just a bacteriostatic water treatment that I pour a couple capfuls in periodically. It helps keep the water cleaner than it would otherwise be without using it at all. This here is called Mosquito Bits, kills mosquitoes, and you can see in my outdoor greenhouse I have a tarp in there, that blue tarp on the floor, and I cover that with water to add extra humidity. Well, if you don't add something in there, you'll soon have a huge house of mosquitoes. So this will kill those little regular mosquito larvae. And also what's good about this product is it's great to sprinkle on your plants when you bring them in from the fall, and within a short period of time it will kill the fungus gnat larvae. So that's a huge benefit. Relatively cheap. You don't need a container as big as I have here. There's smaller containers that work pretty well. To go along with that too, there's another product that I've used called MicroLift Biological Mosquito Control. That's far more potent than Mosquito Bits. It's still the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria that will kill the larvae of the mosquito and fungus gnats. It smells absolutely atrocious, but it does work really well. It's quite expensive compared to this. So this here could be a last effort if this doesn't work for you. But the Mosquito Bits generally work pretty well. You can also put them in your watering can and let them soak, and then water it in, and within a short period your fungus gnats will be gone. Azamax, this is a great product. I spray all my plants with it before bringing them inside again in the fall. It's particularly good against fungus gnats. The only, not fungus, excuse me, spider mites. The only product that I found that really works well on killing spider mites. A couple applications of this usually is all it takes. It's a very powerful extract of the neem plant, much more powerful than the regular neem oil, and it works phenomenal. So I can't say enough good things about this, and it is a natural product. And when all else fails, this is Bayer Advanced Tree and Shrub, which is a systemic insecticide that will course through your plant's veins and kill any plants like aphids and all kinds of other terrible insects particularly mealybugs, the scourge of the Hoya plants. But I haven't used this stuff in a couple years. Like I say, this is the absolute last resort. I do not like to use it, and once I treat a plant with it, I don't even put it outside because it does wreak havoc on pollinators. And please don't use this unless you have no other recourse. Like I say, I haven't used it in 2 or 3 years. I do keep it around just in case something does happen, but if you keep a close eye on your plants, you should not have bad pest problems with Hoyas. Well, that's pretty much all I've got to say. This is all the products. I've spent a lot of money on this stuff over the years. Some of them work, some of them don't work, but they don't hurt anything. So I don't know. I just thought I would show everyone everything that I use in my arsenal to try to get my Hoyas to flower. Well, that's it for now, and I'll be back really soon with another plant video. Thanks for watching.